Hello.
Hello.
From Monster Island. We're back. I feel like I'm always having to say we're back, Jay.
I know it should be your back because you're back. The one continuing to jet set across America back and forth every week.
You were here. Thank you, Jay, and to Ryan for stepping in and taking care of the show while I was off on business. We'll say that. But,
I love it. I love it. No,
I appreciate it.
Super
Jay,
fun.
Yeah,
I was just saying, it was super fun. It was great. And Ryan, thank you again, Ryan. And it's good to know that you have. When you or I have to go away, we have so many good people that we know that can step in and do a better job than us, probably.
Hey, next show, neither one of us is going to be on. We're just going to get someone else to do
it. We'll just license out the name. Be like, yeah, you can use our name. That's fine. Just pay us a fee. We're good. We're totally good. And you can say anything. Nothing's off limits. Whatever. How are you, man? How are you?
Dude, I'm good. Got a few pickups that I'm excited about. This movie that you made me watch, and we mentioned it already, but there's no news this week. Very little to none. No news, but that's okay. Yeah. Keep it light. We're gonna need all the extra time to, get into the deep dive of this. Fucking movie.
But without giving too much away, there's definitely stuff in this film that I've never seen in any other kaiju film. I will say that was 100%,
and I enjoyed that part of it, even though it went on for 36 minutes. Cool, Jay. We'll get right into stuff. Yes. We want to talk about what I know you had some stuff on the list for what you watched. Do you want to do that first?
Yeah,
do toys first.
Yeah, we can do this. We can zoom through this. There's nothing like, that's going to shake the very foundation of the earth as we know it or anything. But
okay.
So I finished up Ultra Q, which I mentioned the last one. I'm starting to kind of go back and watch some episodes and try to come up with a top 10. I might do one of those top 10 videos again. I'll tell you,
you should.
More so than even Ultraman or Ultra 7, there's a lot that are kind of jumbled up in that numbers like 6 through 15. They're like every day I think I have a different order. I know my top episodes on Ultra Q, but it's really hard. And it speaks to there's some clunkers, but there's a lot that are very good. And they have something that's really good. They might not be perfect. And so kind of figuring out that bottom half of the top 10 has been really, really, really hard. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch them back to back, where I can do okay, I'm deciding between this one and this one. Watch them back to back, and which one should be number 10.
You do an elimination.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the good news is there's 29 episodes or whatever. I feel like there's 15 or 16 that are good, and everything else I'm maybe not top 10. But because I stopped watching Return of Ultraman 30 episodes in, because it's a bazillion episodes, to go back and watch Ultra Q, because I just was in that mood, and Return of Ultraman was I was losing a little interest. I'm back watching some Return of Ultraman, and it's I'm totally re-energized. I don't know if it was because of obviously the news that Jirodon passed away. And maybe. It was I know the first live action, he's the first live action Ultra that we've lost. Because both the actors that played Ultra 7 and Ultraman, played Shin Hayata and Den Moriboshi are still around. Yeah. And so I went back and I started watching some of the episodes, rewatching a few and then getting back into it. And I appreciate kind of how different it is. The main character of Hideki Go is way more flawed than the other two. The other two, Dan had a little bit, but and I think that's a really cool, that part. I'm almost enjoying the non-kaiju ultra battle stuff more in this one, because I just feel like there's more you can do with that character, and he's not perfect, and you're dude,
it's a little more relatable.
Yeah. And so I'm really digging it. And we'll definitely do a top 10 on that, because I think there's some really good ones and some really what? So super pumped. And then, I had another thing, and I'm going to pose a question to you, more of a rhetorical question, but so I was just kind of screwing around the house, not doing anything. And I put on, Amazon Prime was on. So I put on it says, these shows you might like. And I put on Gamera versus Gyaos. I haven't watched it in a while. I think because we just did Gamera versus Barugan on there. And so it probably was up in the algorithm that said, hey, you need to watch this. And I'd watched that one in a long, long time. First off, I still hold true to my Gamera versus Barugon is my favorite of the Showa era Gamera films, but I think Gyaos might be my least favorite kaiju of all time. Yeah, I know he's had cool incarnations, especially the Heisei one, but like, I just like doesn't do anything. I don't like the design. I don't like the film. I don't like anything. I just and he's an ass. He eats people and dogs. Like, come on, dude. But I don't know. I think he might be my least favorite of major kaiju. I'm of Daiei or Toho, or like the big guys.
Gyaos has always been one of my least favorite Gamera villains because I just feel like it's a boring kaiju.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope when the anime comes out, Gyaos is first, get him out of here. You know what I mean? Like, do it and let's go.
Well, just weird because I was gonna ask, like, do people like Gyaos? Because I thought you did, because I know you did that for that Gamera fanzine.
Yeah, but
you did that great drawing.
But I only did that because his eyeballs hanging out, and I always thought that was cool. I always thought that was such a cool moment in the movie.
It was, yeah.
His fucking eyes hanging out, and I was like, oh, I want to do something gross, so I did that. But yeah,
I do like the Heisei Gyaos better than Showa Gyaos. I'll give you that.
Sure, me too. But it's just the design is like, all right, it's a worse looking Rodan.
So hey, but he has a forked throat, and he can shoot the supersonic beam. And also in that, and I know we're not doing a review on this film. I forgot. I never. No, I kind of want to finish out, like, because we did Barugon, and this kind of happened. I just sat down, I kept watching and watching.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do the rest. I kind of need to do not Giron. What's next? Viras is next, and Giron. I kind of want to do them all now. I do like Giron because of, like, he kills a space Gyaos, cuts his wing off. That's kind of cool.
Should we do that? We could do Zigra.
Yeah, that dude's a badass.
Yeah.
I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to sit down and watch him, but I don't know. I mean, it's like, you know what you're gonna get. You've seen them. You know, like, they aren't your favorite, but you still watch them, and you like just I don't know. It says something about me, I guess. But
that's that we are all like that. It says something.
I know.
About all of us.
I know. Like, when I watched Godzilla 2000, just because, and I'm like, I hate myself.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's all.
Anything else? Did you watch anything else? Okay.
How about you?
I gave a rewatch to a movie I have not watched in a long time. Not quite a kaiju film, but maybe kaiju adjacent. I watched the 7th Voyage of Sinbad.
Oh, that's totally a kaiju film.
It's been a long time since I've watched 7th Voyage. That's a great movie, man.
It's a great one.
So good. I wish people were still making those kind of movies. I feel like you could reboot the Sinbad series, and they could be really fun and have a lot of cool creatures in them. That movie's great. There's 2 Cyclops in it, and there's a dragon, and it's awesome. It's just everything about it is great. It makes me want to go back and rewatch all the other, the other few Sinbad films, and then I'm just like, fuck, I just want to watch Harryhausen stuff now. So
and buy some stuff. No, I can almost reach out and touch my my vintage 7th Voyage of Sinbad movie poster right here. I love it. It's one of my favorite. Actually, it's not the original release, but then I think they re-released in the early 70s. They did another showing of the original one, and it's from that release. But it's great because it has The Rock, and it had not Dwayne Johnson, the mythical bird, and it has the Cyclops and the dragon, and then Sinbad down there with who is it? It's Catherine Grant, I think, that plays the lead in that one. It's not Caroline Munro. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, I love that. I love that. That's my favorite of the Sinbad films.
It's great. There's a VHS that I own now, and I owned a copy when I was a kid that I would watch all the time. There were 2 of them. There was one that was like strictly dinosaurs, and then there was one that was like sci-fi stuff. I say strictly dinosaurs, but dinosaurs and Godzilla and stuff like this. And all it is it's like an hour and a half VHS of movie trailers.
Yeah.
And I watched it so much as a kid, and I'm watching 7th Voyage of Sinbad the other night, And there are scenes that I'm getting to that are making me remember the trailer, and it's just you hear over and over is a voiceover saying "Dynamation."
Yeah,
Talking about the new filming process. It's the same way with like Valley of Gwanji's on that tape, and every time I watch Valley of Gwanji, and it gets to the announcer who's like about to announce the horse. That's how the trailer for Valley of Gwanji starts, and I was like that. I have all that just memorized from watching that dumb VHS. But
it's not dumb; it's amazing. But yeah, I do think we should probably do I won't say an episode, but a series of the Sinbad films or some of the Harryhausen mythology.
Listen, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but we're gonna start reviewing good movies on this show.
No,
I'm tired. No, dude, I'm tired of sitting down.
Don't see this. We're watching it for them.
I'm tired of sitting down and being like, "Cool, I've never seen this, haven't heard of it. I hope it's good," and then having to sit through an hour and a half of like the worst. This movie sucks.
What is the last good movie we reviewed? What is the last?
I don't know, Jay. Singular Point. I don't fucking know.
I said movie. I don't. Godzilla versus Gigan.
I'd have to look at the list, but I feel like the last
we've had a couple okays.
Well, there's been a couple okays. We talked about
Congo,
and yes, I don't know. There's some good ones in there, but
the Gilala movies.
Gilala was fun, but barely. One of them was good.
Godzilla
1.5.
Godzilla.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was finishing I was halfway through this movie, and I was like, "God damn it, Jay! I'm not letting you pick movies anymore."
Hey, this one. In my defense, I obviously had never seen this either because nobody had outside of South Korea, and so this is a little bit more of a, it has some. I don't want to say historical significance. I don't want to overstate it, but like there was a reason we watched it because it just came out and people were talking about it. So this one you can't blame on me. The other ones, that was totally my fault. Yes, that's a great banner. Warning, 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 warning. I'm going to try to defend. Well, not really. I'm not.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
I'm going to talk.
Hold on. We can't start talking about it right now because I literally have this much to say about it. So
I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen it in 4 weeks.
Let's